The Potala Palace, a palace built by the mountains, was first built in the 7th century. Its present size has been formed after repeated expansion and reform through generations. Today, rattles from the prayer wheels are still heard from the Jokan Temple to the Ramshay Temple, to the Old Town, and all the way to the Potala Palace, resounded in the path of the devout pilgrimages. The Potala Palace, built in the folk songs, a palace that is still breathing, that is still fingered by people, is now renovated in the same songs. Agatu, a kind of sticky soil, still plays its role in constructing the flat roof of the palace. The floor, made with a unique technique using this kind of soil, will be cleaner yet never slippery after being consistently wiped by the monks with sheepskin under their feet. The whole temple is just like having been paved with marbles. However, the traditional roofs and floors are likely to become rough, fractured, or even leaked in the exposure of sun and rain. In 2004, a new repairing technique called improved agatu was formally introduced into the repair work. This is a technology where extra ingredient is used in strict accordance to a special prescription. During the repair work, the layer of coarse grains is tamped by machine. The layer of fine grains is still tamped by tampers with wooden handles. The Tibetan men and women sing and dance in rows. What a happy ball the working scene looks like. Before the work is finished, the girls carefully polish the floor, so that the floor will be smoother and show a beautiful natural pattern. The 1,300-year-old lofty Potala Palace is now quietly losing its weight, saving itself thanks to this new technology. Red and white are important colors in the traditional Tibetan buildings. The large white walls of the Potala Palace reflects tranquility and peace in the strong sunshine of the Tibetan plateau, while the red color, representing power and dignity, is augustly presented on the top of the walls. The pagodas of the Red Palace and the tall or short red daughter walls, the precious red stretches out the solemnity of this complex. And walls of Myanmar grass just can be found in this rare red color. There are two kinds of Myanmar grass, the red and the white. The red Myanmar grass grows slowly, but it is not easy to rot or become deformed, so it is used to build the precious walls. The eaves made of the red Myanmar grass can reduce the weight of the walls, and they serve as the unique decorative belts as well. The red Myanmar wall is an important invention in building Tibetan-style walls. In the history of Tibet, the Myanmar wall was usually built in the loftiest and best palaces and temples, and only an extremely small number of noble houses could also be honored with this kind of wall. So it has already become a symbol of high social status. The noble living in the ancient Chongsai Khan market in Ba Kwa Jie Street must be very proud of standing under the Myanmar wall. The red Myanmar grass collected from the mountains are sold at a high price. The repair of the Myanmar wall of the Potala Palace still strictly follows the traditional procedure. The grass is selected, dried in the sun, tamped, its cross-section trimmed, and bonded tightly with wet leather string. When the wall is built, every bunch of the grass is fixed by a special wooden nail to prevent it from being loose or rebound. What's more, waterproof procedure and dyeing are needed before a valuable Myanmar wall is finished. The Agat earth and the Myanmar grass. They pass on the reality of history with their tiny voices. Their technique might need improving. However, as a tradition that is permeated with the spirit of the Tibetan people, and a special texture of this ethnic group, they surely should be preserved forever.